phase of Siddhantic astronomy. Is the Siddhantic astronomy tradition still alive? You mentioned the Kerala school of mathematics that could be 600, 700 years ago. And, some of the other traditions are much, much older. So to me, it looks like it's a continuous living tradition, and probably it's still alive, and probably most of us are not fully aware of it. If you could just enlighten us about, how these traditions are and what is your assessment of their health right now?
So what has happened with our astronomical paramparas is that the new thought process, or the something that is navinyam, we call in Sanskritam, where you keep on doing new things, not for the sake of it, but it is for parishkara. You try to observe and then you try to correct your models based on your observation. Nilakanta Somayaji, for example, clearly says that several siddhantas are different, each one conflicts with the other, and so on. But then observation. For example, Darshanam Ganitan Chaiva Yugapad Yoga Sadhakam. This is not a new message. It is by Vriddhagarga himself. So the parampara was developed like this. So there was some observation that contradicts the calculation. So they will try to improve the model or improve the constants in the model, and so on and so forth. In the 19th century, for example, we have major astronomer called Samanta Chandrasekhara. He lived in some remote village. In fact, he did not have access to the Kerala Parampara. He was by himself. The last book that he could access was Bhaskaracharya's Siddhanta Shiromani, which is very, very surprising to us, because we know so much has happened after that. So he was a standalone person who did his own thing. But in the Kerala Parampara, if we see, in early 1800s also, there were scholars who were really working with the help of the Parampara ideas and expanding it. But at that time, the British rule came in a heavy way, and the education system changed. This we are kind of aware of. And so the Parampara itself stagnated there.